Yo, what's up guys, SK here, and it's been a week since the DnF Duel open beta that was out, and it's been a week since I caught COVID. So yeah, that was the thing. I caught COVID at the beginning of the beta, and I couldn't really sit and play because I was in so much pain, and I just really didn't want to be alive for most of that whole section in time. But I made it through. I played a few games, and then passed out for like most of the time. It was horrible. Anyway, DnF Duel. Yeah, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun playing the games I did play. It took me a while to get used to the controls, not the characters, but to the controls, because I've never played a fighting game that had simple input like that outside of USMV3, MVC3, and I didn't even use simple controls in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So it's kind of weird that that this was like that, because I'm used to using, you know, the fireball input, the quarter circle input to start off a special move. Where in this game you just press the direction and X, and you have a whole, special move come out, and you just tie it together with a combo. And it was just completely new to me. And as a novice, I'm okay with that. I consider myself a novice when it comes to fighting games, not a beginner, because I've played fighting games for a very long time. But compared to the people that I know that play fighting games, people that I would consider higher tiered fighters than me, they're probably ones that go to tournaments and stuff, and they like compete in Evo and stuff. They're on a whole different level. So I consider myself a novice versus them. They're like more expert level, and I'm just not there. But as a novice, this game is really nice. It feels really good in your hands. It takes a while to get used to everything. Like I said, getting used to the fact that you should have to input your special mid combo to keep the combo chain going and keep your juggles going was brand new to me. Learning the combos in this game it felt really amazing. Just get a combo off and you just do something amazing. You're just like, oh my god, that was great. And then you spend the rest of the match trying to figure out how you do it or what you can do next to keep that combo going. And there was so many things you could do. And like because of that, I found myself dropping a lot of combos over and over because of trying to keep up a juggle. Like this right here with the Konishi in the corner. I had this man pressed in the corner constantly, and I kept doing like the combo to get him pushed back in that spot, and he couldn't get out of it, and it worked out perfectly. Like he kept trying to press himself out, and I kept just pushing him back. But like on another character, you're gonna see the videos later. There are other clips in here that don't do me such justice. I didn't win a lot of the matches against this guy. I fought him on different characters. He carried me through a lot of this and beat me up and down through a lot of this. Punishing in this game is very satisfying. Punishing someone for overextending, punishing someone for throwing out a move they're not supposed to do, punishing someone for just being bad is super satisfying. Especially, like I said, coming from a novice player. Like that counter right there, so sick. Oh my gosh, like it was just a really fun time. I haven't had this much fun with a fighting game since the launch of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom I want to say pre-Virgil, because once Virgil into the game, it became a whole different yeah, Virgil, characters like Doom, Foot Dive, which we now have a Foot Dive character in the game, which I'm not really happy about, but we'll see how they fix that. A lot of things in the game do need to be fixed. Like some of the damages on some of these skills, the Inquisitor's wheel, oh my god, I think does way too much damage, and it's like this fireball that I use with the Konishi. It stays on the field too long, it does too much damage, and it opens you up to just be wrecked. And the whole time you can block it, but it's just like, in the meantime while you're blocking, there's nothing you can do. And you're just stuck in that corner or wherever you're at. And it's just so hard to fight against something like that, because it's, we don't know all the things you can do in the game yet, because this was the beta. There wasn't any like, tutorial, there weren't any practice rooms. I personally didn't have anyone on to play with. That was on my friend list that was doing the beta. So I kind of just had to play with myself and whoever was online and whoever joined my room. and learn that way. That's pretty much how I learned to do everything you see me do here. And a lot of it was just kind of me like figuring out things on the fly and pressing buttons, and it worked out. It actually worked out. Now, I do think they need a lot of mitigation things, like so people don't get trapped in corners. There is the dodge feature where you can like iframe around the character, which is good. You have to be really good at timing for something like that, because you do it and it's good, and you start to do it wrong and you get hit in the middle of the attack, and you're just gonna get punished the entire time. And yeah, I think they need something kind of like Advancing Guard from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, just not in the sense of Advancing Guard, because Advancing Guard was just kind of a lot, because you just sit there and spam it over and over. So something along the lines of that would be good. That is monitored, that is mitigated, instead of just being something you can constantly spam out. But yeah, anyway, I did have a lot of fun, like I said, with this game. The characters were super, just really, they felt really good. I did play the Konoichi, I played the Striker, and I played the not the, I was gonna say Hitman, but no, that's the Hitman, the Ranger. I played the Ranger, and playing those classes in DFO, like, it's good to see them come to this type of game. Like, it's good to see them come to a fighting game and be something like this. And I honestly didn't know if they were gonna do the game justice, but they've done it justice. Like, they've done this justice. If you guys didn't know, DFO is a MMO, like 2D side-scrolling fighting style, not fighting game, but it's a fighting style game. And so what it looks like for the future of releasing characters, it looks like they're just going to be releasing different subclasses, which is really good because all the classes play very different. And that's going to make a very good roster size, as well as a very different playstyle for each character. Now, so these next set of clips are me finding these little aha moments, and I'm like, oh my god, this could work. Like the uppercut into the triple kick into the dive right there. I was like, yes, that could be a thing. And for the rest of the time I fought with this character, I was like, I gotta figure out how to do that again, because that was awesome, and I can make that into a combo. And then I'd be like, wait, what button did I press to even do that? But I do feel like this game is going to have a very good time when it does come out. People are gonna have a lot of fun with this game, and it's gonna bring a lot of new players into the genre, because the fighting game genre to me has been kind of stagnated lately with the consistency of the games that have been coming out. It's kind of been the same thing over and over. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear has been coming back out again recently, but they're not. I don't know. I feel like Guilty Gear has kind of fallen off since the days of the original Guilty Gear. And like I said, this is coming from me being a novice, not being like a video game connoisseur. I mean, a fighting game connoisseur or anything like that, or an aficionado or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this game is actually really fun, and I do hope a lot of people pick it up when it comes out, because I will be playing the crap out of it when it does come out. I mean, to be honest, next up, the only thing we're waiting for news on, and probably a beta of, is the League of Legends fighting game. And if that can outdo this, it's gonna be hype. I'm gonna be super hyped, because this game was really good, like I said. And if the League of Legends game can outdo it, it's gonna be a whole thing. So I did play a little bit of the Ranger as well, and I found him to be really fun. He could be another character I do like. It's really weird to play him and feel like you're not being spammy, because he's just such a ranged character when it comes down to the play style. And a lot of his moves kind of just push people away, but a lot of his close hits kind of drag you in and force you to play where he wants you to play as well. So I do like the fact that the Ranger can do all those things back to back, rather than just having to zone people out constantly. Because I've never been a person to just sit there and try to zone someone out over and over until I win the match. I just can't do it. I honestly love the fight, and like I said, I don't mind losing. I don't mind being the guy that gets beat on for 100 matches straight back to back until I learn something different, and finally win. I love fighting games like that. It would be good to have someone to play them with to understand and get better, so I can, you know, perform in the FGC as I'd like to. But I don't see that happening. I don't have someone in the sense to practice with back to back like that. But who knows? Maybe this time around we'll find someone online that shares the aspiration of getting, you know, getting good in this style of game. And that right there, that ending, that was perfect. That's what makes it all good. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Peace.